can someone invest in their spouse's business?
Sure, I can answer the question. So, I think the best way to answer this would be to provide some guidance around the IRS limitations. And one of the things that the IRS has done to sort of place some parameters around investors using accounts for different things is to define what they deem prohibited transactions. So any investment that takes place between an IRA and what they call a disqualified person is prohibited, meaning it is not allowed, can't be done. Disqualified persons are people that are defined in relation to the account holder. So, for example, Hank, if you have a self-directed IRA, disqualified persons to your IRA would be you personally, your spouse, and then any of your ascendants, descendants, or their spouses. So if you think about your family tree, like lineal directions, right? So those relationships to you and your IRA are disqualified from doing any direct investments with your IRA. However, when we talk about a business that is owned by a spouse, the question then becomes, what percentage of ownership do they have of that business? Because the IRS only considers it disqualified if they have majority ownership. So if it's 50% or more owned by the spouse, or any combination of those individuals that are disqualified people. If it's not, then technically they could invest in it. Now, there may be other questions to ask, and usually this is where a custodian would come into the conversation and start to maybe dig a little deeper to understand, okay, what role are you going to play? Who's getting paid for what? Because again, it goes back to understanding who is truly benefiting from this investment. Is this really for the benefit of the IRA, or are we trying to use the IRA to get into something else, right? But on the surface, if it's not majority owned, yes, you could. If they have 50% or more ownership, no, you cannot.